In the heart of Umwofia, an Igbo village alive with high-life music, Amara and Chidi knelt under a moonlit Udala tree. Mud huts glowed with lantern light, and the air carried the scent of egusi soup. For years, the couple, yam farmers, prayed to Amadioha for a child. Tonight, they offered kola nuts, their voices soft but fervent. "Grant us a daughter," Amara whispered, her wrapper vibrant with Ankara patterns. Chidi squeezed her hand, his calloused fingers trembling with hope. The village hummed with communal warmth, but their hearts ached. Would the gods hear their plea this time? Amara stood by their hut's window, gazing at Mama Neka's herb garden, its rare Adana leaves shimmering under the sun. Pregnant now, her joy was tempered by an insatiable craving for the herb. "Chidi, I dream of Adana," she said, her appetite fading. The garden, fenced by palm fronds, belonged to the feared Dibia, Mama Neka, whose powers kept villagers at bay. Chidi frowned, torn between love and fear. "It's dangerous," he warned. Amara's eyes pleaded, her strength waning. How could he deny her? The village bustled, but Amara's heart was fixed on the forbidden leaves. Chidi paced their yam farm, the soil rich beneath his feet. Amara's health dwindled without Adana, her craving relentless. Mama Neka's garden loomed nearby, its secrets guarded by whispers of her Dibia magic. "Steal and risk her wrath," Chidi muttered. The village prepared for a harvest festival, drums echoing, but Chidi's mind was elsewhere. He recalled tales of Mama Neka's potions healing or cursing. Could he beg for the herb instead? Fear gripped him. The Dibia rarely bargained. Yet Amara's pale face haunted him. Under the starlit sky, Chidi resolved to act, his love outweighing his dread. At midnight, Chidi crept toward Mama Neka's garden, the village silent save for crickets. Palm fronds rustled as he scaled the fence, heart pounding. The Adana leaves glowed faintly, their scent intoxicating. He plucked a handful, stuffing them into his wrapper. No spirit stirred. The Dibia's charms seemed asleep. Back home, Amara's eyes lit up as she devoured the leaves, her cheeks regaining color. "You're my hero," she whispered. Chidi smiled, relief washing over him. The stolen herb restored her strength, but guilt lingered. Would Mama Neka notice? The night held its breath, hiding his secret. Amara sat by the fire, savoring the Adana leaves Chidi brought. Their hut, adorned with woven mats, felt alive again. "I feel our baby growing stronger," she said, her laughter like high-life melodies. Chidi watched, his heart swelling, but the garden's shadow loomed. The village buzzed with festival plans, neighbors sharing palm wine. Yet Amara craved more Adana. "Just one more time," she pleaded. Chidi's brow furrowed. The risk was greater now. Mama Neka's powers were no myth. Still, Amara's renewed vigor fueled his resolve. He nodded, vowing to brave the garden again for love. Under a crescent moon, Chidi returned to the garden, his steps cautious. The Adana leaves beckoned, but as he reached for them, a shadow moved. Mama Neka stood before him, her eyes blazing. "Thief!" she hissed, her Dibia beads rattling. Chidi froze, clutching the leaves. "My wife needs these," he stammered. "She's pregnant." The village slept, unaware of the confrontation. Mama Neka's voice softened, but her gaze was steel. "You stole what's sacred." Chidi begged forgiveness, explaining Amara's plight. The Dibia's silence was heavy, her mind calculating. What price would she demand for his crime? Mama Neka towered over Chidi, her Dibia aura chilling the night. "You want Adana? Take it," she said. "But your child belongs to me when born." Fear gripped Chidi, but Amara's fading health flashed in his mind. "I agree," he whispered, voice trembling. The garden's spirits seemed to stir, sealing the pact. Mama Neka handed him more leaves, her smile cryptic. Chidi stumbled home, the weight of his promise crushing him. How could he tell Amara? The village's festival drums faded as dawn approached, and Chidi faced a future shadowed by the Dibia's claim. Months later, Amara gave birth to a radiant girl in their hut, midwives chanting blessings. They named her Adana, after the herb that saved her mother. Joy filled Umwofia, with neighbors bringing palm wine and kola nuts. But as Amara cradled her daughter, Mama Neka appeared, her presence silencing the room. "The child is mine," she declared, her dibia staff glowing faintly. Chitty's heart sank, his deal haunting him. Amara wept, clutching Adana, but the dibia's magic was unyielding. With a final glance, Mama Neka took the baby, vanishing into the forest, leaving grief behind. Mama Neka raised Adana in a hidden forest hut, surrounded by baobab trees. The girl grew strong, her laughter echoing like village streams. The dibia taught her herbal lore, but kept her isolated, wary of outsiders. Adana's curiosity bloomed. She asked about the world beyond. "It's dangerous," Mama Neka warned, her beads clinking. At night, Adana sang high-life tunes, her voice soothing the forest spirits. The dibia watched, proud yet possessive. Adana's braided hair grew long, a cascade of beauty. Though loved, she felt caged, yearning for the village life she glimpsed in Mama Neka's tales. At 16, Adana's voice became a marvel, her high-life songs enchanting the forest. Birds paused, and spirits danced to her melodies. From her hut atop a palm wine tree, she sang of freedom, her braided hair swaying. Mama Neka, now stricter, forbade her from leaving. "Your voice is for the gods," she said. Adana obeyed, but her heart wandered. One evening, her song carried beyond the trees, reaching Umwofia's edge. Villagers whispered of a spirit's voice, unaware it was a girl. Adana dreamed of singing for people, her talent a spark in her isolation. Mama Neka moved Adana to a taller palm wine tree hut, its woven walls high above the forest floor. No ladder existed. Only a small window offered light. "This keeps you safe," the dibia said, her voice firm. Adana's world shrank, her songs her only escape. She wove baskets, her fingers nimble, but loneliness gnawed. The forest hummed with life. Monkeys chattered, streams sang, but Adana felt trapped. Her braided hair, never cut, grew longer, a golden cascade. She gazed at the stars, wondering about her parents and the village, her heart aching for connection beyond the trees. Adana's hair, thick and braided, reached the forest floor from her hut's window. Mama Neka used it as a ladder, climbing to bring yam and herbs. "Adana, let down your hair," she'd call, her voice echoing. Adana obeyed, her arms strong from the task. The dibia's visits were her only human contact, filled with lessons on herbs and spirits. Adana cherished the moments but felt like a bird in a cage. Her songs grew wistful, blending high life with sorrow. The forest listened, but Adana yearned for someone to hear her heart's true melody. Each dawn, Mama Neka trekked to the palm wine tree hut, her dibia staff tapping the earth. "Adana, let down your hair," she called, climbing the braided cascade. She brought smoked fish, yams, and tales of Umwofia's festivals, but never spoke of Adana's parents. Adana listened, hungry for the world. The dibia taught her to brew healing potions, praising her skill. Yet her eyes were watchful, ensuring Adana stayed hidden. "The village is no place for you," she said. Adana nodded, but her songs betrayed her longing, their high-life rhythms carrying dreams of freedom to the forest's edge. Prince Kalechi, from a neighboring kingdom, rode through Umwofia's forest, his talking drum slung across his chest. Hunting antelope, he paused, entranced by a distant voice singing high life. "Who sings like the gods?" he wondered, urging his horse forward. The melody led to a towering palm wine tree hut, its window glowing. No ladder or path appeared. Kalechi circled, mesmerized by the voice's beauty. Villagers spoke of a spirit, but he sensed a human heart. Determined, he returned daily, hiding among ferns, hoping to glimpse the singer. The forest held its secret, but Kalechi's curiosity burned. One evening, Kalechi hid near the hut as Mama Neka approached. "Adana, let down your hair," she called. A cascade of braids fell, and the dibia climbed. Kelechi's eyes widened. The singer was no spirit but a girl. He memorized the call, his heart racing. The high-life voice resumed, weaving love and longing. Kelechi, skilled in drum rhythms, felt drawn to her soul. As Mama Neka left, he vowed to meet the girl. The forest whispered warnings, but Kelechi's resolve was firm. Under the stars he planned to climb, his courage fueled by her song. At dusk, Kelechi approached the hut, his voice mimicking Mama Neka's. "Adana, let down your hair." The braids fell and he climbed, heart pounding. Adana gasped, seeing a stranger. "Who are you?" she asked, fear fading as Kelechi smiled. "Your song called me," he said, his talking drum gleaming. Adana, unused to kindness, softened. They talked of Umwofia, her voice shy but warm. Kelechi promised to return, his heart hers. The forest watched silent. Adana felt alive, her high-life songs now laced with hope. But Mama Neka's shadow loomed, her dibia senses sharp. Kelechi visited nightly, climbing Adana's hair, bringing tales of his kingdom and Ankara scraps. Adana shared her herbal knowledge, her high-life songs blending with his drumbeats. Love grew, their laughter filling the hut. One night Kelechi knelt. "Marry me, Adana," he said. Her eyes sparkled. She nodded, dreaming of freedom. But the hut's height trapped her. They planned a rope from Ankara, Kelechi promising to bring more fabric. Adana's heart soared, her songs vibrant. The forest spirits danced, but danger lurked. Mama Neka's charms hummed, sensing a shift in her hidden world. Kelechi smuggled Ankara pieces nightly, Adana weaving them into a sturdy rope. Her fingers worked swiftly, her high-life songs masking the task. "Soon we'll be free," Kelechi whispered, his drumbeats echoing her hope. The rope grew, hidden in the hut. Adana dreamed of Umwofia's markets, her parents' faces. Kelechi spoke of his palace, where she'd sing for all. Their love deepened, but secrecy was vital. Mama Neka's visits grew suspicious, her eyes scanning the hut. Adana's heart raced. One mistake could unravel everything. The forest held its breath, the rope their fragile path to freedom. One morning Mama Neka climbed, her dibia gaze piercing. Adana, distracted, blurted, "Kelechi climbs faster than you." The air froze. "Who?" Mama Neka roared, beads rattling. Adana stammered, fear rising. The dibia's rage erupted. She cut Adana's braids, the golden strands falling. With a chant, she banished Adana to a distant savanna, barren and harsh. "You betrayed me," she cried. Alone, Adana wept, her high-life voice now a whisper. Mama Neka kept the braids, plotting revenge. That night, she waited in the hut, her dibia magic ready to ensnare the unsuspecting prince. Kelechi, blinded by thorns after falling from the hut, wandered the forest, surviving on wild fruits. Adana's voice, faint in the savannah, guided him. "Adana!" he called, her high-life song leading him. They embraced, her tears falling on his eyes. Miraculously, his sight returned. "Love found us," Adana said. They returned to Kelechi's kingdom, welcomed with drums and kola nuts, living joyfully. Moral lesson: courage and love conquer all obstacles. Trust your heart and community uplifts you. Loved this Nigerian tale? Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more folk tales and cultural stories.
Young Emeka from Owerri refused to go to school. In fact, this stubborn boy went to a powerful babalawo and begged him to transform him into a cow. Emeka thought he would be able to sleep peacefully under the udala tree every day from then on. Unexpectedly, his father, Papa Chidi, arrived at the compound. He saw his cow resting and didn't know what had happened to his son. He then struck the cow with his walking stick. Emeka had turned into a cow without any warning. The boy, now as a cow, mooed desperately at his father, but Papa Chidi could not understand. In the end, Emeka, as a cow, could only help his father carry bundles of firewood back to their village home. He didn't expect that after dropping the firewood, Papa Chidi would immediately harness him to plow the yam field again. Emeka's body, as a cow, did not have much strength. After a short while, he was panting heavily from exhaustion under the scorching Nigerian sun. The boy, as a cow, could not escape his father's beatings when he moved too slowly. After returning home, Papa Chidi felt something was strange about this cow. He told his wife, Mama Chidi, about it. She thought perhaps the cow had worked too hard, so she prepared more grass and cassava peels for it. Emeka, as a cow, looked at the rough fodder. He couldn't stomach it at all. At this moment, the boy felt deeply regretful. Looking at the cow that was crying real tears, Papa and Mama Chidi were very surprised. But the yam field behind their compound was not yet ready for planting, so even if the cow was suffering, it still had to work. Despair in his heart, combined with his exhausted body, made Emeka, as a cow, collapse to the ground. Seeing this made Papa Chidi extremely angry. He beat the cow with a thick stick again. If Mama Chidi, who was pounding yam nearby, hadn't rushed out in time, Emeka would probably have been beaten to death by his father that day. At that moment, his mother noticed foam coming from the cow's mouth. Papa Chidi felt this cow was completely useless. On his way to Onitsha market, the cow became exhausted. Its knees buckled and the cart carrying plantains and palm oil fell backward. Papa Chidi lost many goods and became furious. He decided not to keep this cow anymore and dragged it to the local butcher that very evening. At this moment, Emeka, as a cow, still didn't understand until he saw his father receiving naira notes from 2 Hausa butchers. Immediately, the boy realized what was happening, but it was too late. Emeka could only watch his father take the money and walk away toward the beer parlor. Thinking he was about to die, the boy struggled fiercely. After breaking free from the butchers, he ran after his father through the dusty village paths. But how could an injured cow escape for long? Finally, Emeka caught up with Papa Chidi near the village square. His father didn't understand why the cow had followed him and could only scold it in Igbo. Before he could finish speaking, the butcher started chasing them again. To survive, Emeka, as a cow, ran desperately toward the forest. Even some villagers who had gathered to watch felt pity for the animal. When he saw the butchers getting closer, the terrified cow knocked down a palm tree in its panic. After the butchers were injured by falling palm fruits, Emeka finally got some rest. The boy felt extremely regretful about his foolish choice. It was probably because he stayed up too late playing football with his friends and watching Nollywood films that he often fell asleep in Mr. Okafor's mathematics class. This was why his teacher flogged him with a cane. But after being punished, Emeka still continued his late-night activities. Sometimes he was so sleepy that he nearly fell into the stream while fetching water. Although Papa Chidi tried to counsel him in their native Igbo language, the boy remained stubborn and refused to listen. Finally, Emeka decided to skip school entirely to get proper sleep. That was when he begged the Babalawo to transform him into a cow, thinking he could graze peacefully and sleep under the trees all day. The boy did not know that being a cow was much harder than being a human. If he could choose again, he would surely study hard, stop causing headaches for his parents and teachers, and prepare well for his WAEC examinations. Thinking about this, Emeka burst into tears. But what was urgent now was to escape because the butchers were chasing after him again. The cow ran up the rocky hills of Nsukka, almost completely exhausted. But what he didn't expect was that this path led to a very deep gorge. It was too late to turn back because the butchers had already surrounded him. At this moment, Emeka, as a cow, could lose his life instantly. the butchers were getting closer. Terrified, he could only step backward and fell into the deep chasm. Just at that moment, he thought he would surely die. Suddenly, Emeka woke up under the big Iroko tree in his family compound. He was extremely happy, as if Chukwu had given him a second chance at life. He realized that he had been completely wrong before. After returning home, the boy became completely transformed. He not only helped his parents with farm work and household chores, but also stopped sleeping in class. Even Mr. Okafor was amazed by the change. After school, Emeka did his homework diligently and could finally sleep peacefully at night. Seeing their son's transformation, Papa and Mama Chidi were overjoyed. This boy who received a second chance represents a moral lesson for all young people. In reality, life does not always give everyone an opportunity to start over, just like the hibiscus flower that blooms only once. Don't wait until you're old, sitting under the baobab tree, looking at faded photographs with deep regret. If you cherish your education now, it will be invaluable to your future. So make the most.
Good morning, Amma.
Morning, Kwame.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Did you hear about Kofi's goat? It got loose again and ate half of.
Now where did I put that rope? Oh yes, and I must remember to tell everyone about the strange bird I saw yesterday with the blue.
The most important thing to remember is always be respectful to the earth.
Even the animals can't stand my chatter. Good morning, friend.
Ah! Did you just?
Indeed, I did. Please, don't be afraid.
Yes, but listen carefully, friend. Do you see where I am? Do you see what has become of me? Talking brought me here. My tongue was my downfall. Some words should never be spoken, some secrets never shared. Remember that, friend. This is incredible! A talking skull! Thank you for the warning, but this is too amazing to keep secret.
Friend, please, heed my words. Another one who will not listen.
Everyone, come quickly!
You'll never believe what I've found. A miracle. A wonder beyond imagination.
Kwame, what is this commotion about?
Kwame, have you been eating strange mushrooms again?
No! I'm completely serious! It warned me about the dangers of talking too much!
Kwame, you know that lying to the community is a serious offense. Are you certain of what you're claiming?
I stake my reputation on it. Come with me. I'll prove it to all of you. Very well. If this skull speaks as you claim, you'll be honored as a great truth teller.
Then, let's go. You'll see. The path is clear. We must go forward.
It's just up ahead. You'll be amazed. Wait until you hear its voice. It's like the wind through dry leaves, but with such wisdom.
That Kwame, always making up stories.
This time he's gone too far.
There it is! Now listen carefully. The signs were there.
This is a dark omen.
Skull, speak! Tell them what you told me! It is time for the ancestors to return.
Please. You spoke before. Tell them. Tell them I'm not lying.
But it did talk. I swear it did. On my mother's grave, it spoke to me. Let this be Kwame's punishment. He is banished from our village. A liar's tongue brings nothing but trouble to the community.
Oh no. What have they done? Such a sad thing to see.
Why? Why didn't you speak? I lost everything. My home, my friends, my life.
Why didn't you help me?
Vi var fel som range steady in amade sig tillräckligt nära. Det är så nässävning.
I tried to warn you, friend.
Talking brought me here. And now talking has brought you here too.
You knew this would happen. I understand now. Thank you for the lesson. Perhaps now you do, friend. Perhaps now you do.